Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Tasty, and today I've got a little bit to talk about with you guys about Black Ops 3. So, some of you, or a lot of you, may have now heard that Black Ops 3 is supposed to be played competitively on PS4. I'm happy with that. I personally think that's a good idea, because it's going to bring in a whole bunch of new players, whole bunch of new players into Black Ops 3 and competitive gaming. I personally think there'll be new teams coming in, new players that you've never seen before because they've been PS players, PlayStation players. I think that's basically a good way to go, because instead of seeing the same old teams over and over again and the same players over and over again, we're going to see a new variety of players. And personally, I think PlayStation players to Xbox players kind of play differently. PlayStation players knowing PlayStation over the Xbox players, is that going to make PlayStation players better than people like Nature? No, Nature doesn't even play anymore. Like Scumpy and whoever. Like, I'm just being really general with you guys. Is that going to make the PlayStation players better than these Xbox players, or is it just going to be a whole different ball game? Like, you don't know what that means. And it means, is it going to make the PlayStation players better than the Xbox players? Are we going to see players like Scumpy being dropped because they have to bring in PlayStation players? Is that the way it's going to be? Or are they going to bring in like new teams, and Optic Gaming and FaZe and teams like that are going to go down the rankings? What's going to happen with PlayStation teams? What I'm concerned about is like the new aspect of the gaming. Like, I don't know what the whole game is going to be like. Like, seriously, I personally think of Halo now when I watch Call of Duty, and not that it's a bad thing. Like, I've played Halo once or twice, and it's not my kind of thing. Literally, it's not my thing. I could just go and play Destiny if I wanted to. Like, I've got a little bit of something for you guys to read, so I'm just gonna switch that now. Okay, so at the E3 conference yesterday or the day before, the 19th or 18th, Xbox in the conference didn't show anything of Call of Duty, and that had a lot of people that were at the conference a bit miffed. Like, they didn't know what was going on and where their Call of Duty was. So when PS4 did their conference later in the day, they actually had Call of Duty in their conference. This is what struck a lot of players, and that's why a massive debate's gone down on Twitter. I think it's been like Xbox Riot or something. I'm not too sure. You'll have to look up on Twitter. I can't remember. Not focused on that right now. So, as you can see from down here, all of this is, oh god, new features to the game. So I'm just going to give you a quick brief of what it said. Basically, there is going to be new customizations for your gun that you can create. There's also going to be 64 layers of complexity. So you have 64 layers to create your customization for your gun on 3 different sides. Is that taking it too far for the next Call of Duty? What can they do for the next Call of Duty? So if it's Modern Warfare 4, I don't know. What can they do in the next one to make the customization better than having 64 layers of complexity and being able to actually make your own gun, as it says right there. So these designs can then be taken into the new gunsmith feature, where players can create entirely new weapon varieties according to Treyarch. Is that taking it so far that the next let's just go with Modern Warfare 4, actually won't be able to compete with Black Ops 3? How far are they going to take this? Because right now, I'm seeing guys running across walls, and clearly you can still jump high because you would never be able to get into a wall. Is it turning into Halo after we've seen Advanced Warfare being able for people to jump really high with an exosuit, and in this one, they don't even look like they have exosuits on and they're still jumping high? In the trailer, you don't see an exosuit. So I'm just going to get the trailer up and we will show you them. So as you can see, guys, right now, there is a player in midair, clearly showing that he's jumped. Like, I don't know if you can fly or not, But as you can see, he doesn't have an exosuit on. And if he does have an exosuit, there must be miniature and just completely strapped to the back, because there is nothing on here that shows that he is having an exosuit on his back. That made no sense. He hasn't got an exosuit on his body. You can normally see it by the feet going down the legs and on the arms and down the legs, thighs, body, whatever. But you physically can't see it there. Like, if you can see it, then tell me, but I can't see it on his body. And guys, as you're about to see, there is still the Exo Punch. Does that, well, I don't know if it's going to be called the Exo Punch, but he's killed him straight away with a punch. Does that mean there is an exosuit? Like, I didn't see an exosuit on the guy that was in the midair, but does that mean there is an exosuit? Or does that not mean that it's an exosuit? But you can also slide on this game, not dolphin dive. So, what does that mean? Plus, there's also zombies. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Adios.